All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we want to give all praises and all glory to
Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahushai Ba'Hashem, Chakodash.
Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who grew well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahushai's sake. We're the brothers from GMS Miami. I'm Brother Samak.
I'm your brother Zakaria.
Yeah, and today we're going to talk about the man, all right, that man, all right, who set the stage for us to be conquered as a people. You know, today is, a certain individual's day that has been set up by these Edomites, okay? And, they celebrate this guy every year, okay? And they always want to push out all the good things he did, which was all BS and lies and distorted, and okay. Well, we're here, all right, to counter that and bring out all the bad stuff he did, the evil things that he did, all right. Because again, this man, all right, Cristobal Colon, set the stage, all right, for us to be conquered as a nation. Yep. And to our people, all right, that's why it's imperative to search out your fathers, all right, because you have to know this history in order to understand the Holy Bible. All right, because all right, the Bible all right speaks on this account.
Yep.
All right, and you have to constantly all right bring to remembrance this account to all right to really get a clear idea of who the wicked is, all right, and to who we are according to the Bible.
Yep.
All right, and that's why we do this every year. All right, on the same day. All right, we speak about this evil man. All right, Cristobal Colon.
Right.
So let's bring out Job 8 and 8.
This book of Job, chapter 8 and verse 8, it says, "For inquire, I pray thee, of the former age, and prepare thyself to the search of their fathers."
Right. So, when you look at your people, all right, if you have that type of spirit on you as, to look at your nation like, man, look the condition of our nation. How did we get like this? Mm-hmm. You should go into the history of your nation, of your people.
Right.
All right, and find out, okay, how do we end up falling so hard the way we are? We have, look at us now.
Right.
We fell so hard that the condition that we're in, all right, is bad on all levels.
Yep.
And that's why you have to search out your forefathers, all right, and look at the accounts of how we fell as a people.
Right.
All right, and who caused us to fall. All right.
Yep. You guys, what else you got?
No, you can bring out what you got.
I was going to bring this out real quick, Bible shot. This Malachi chapter 3 and verse 16. It says, "Then they that feared the Lord spake often one to another, and the Lord hearkened and heard it, and a book of remembrance was written before him for them that feared the Lord and thought upon his name." So the Lord had a book of remembrance for us, man. All right, that's how we know who we are according to the Bible, according to Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai. All right, we are the true holy people of the Bible because of the Lord. We're the holy people of the Lord because the Lord had our forefathers write these things for us to remember ourselves in these last days. Because if it wasn't for the scriptures, we wouldn't know. There wouldn't be no history of who we are, man. You know.
Just land back. Deuteronomy chapter 32 verse 7. "Remember the days of old. Consider the years of many generation. Ask thy father, and he will show thee. Thy elders, and they will tell thee." Right. And our elders, all right, brought us to remembrance of who we are and brought up this history of this man, all right, Cristobal Colon, all right, who started the slave trade throughout the world.
Yep.
All right. He was the one that led it, man. He was the one that set the stage for us to be oppressed as a nation. All the tribes.
Yep.
All right. Southern Kingdom and Northern Kingdom. Okay, which they won't teach in these educational schools.
Right.
Yeah, they'll say he's a bad man, but they'll never bring out, okay, it according to the scriptures, man. Mm-hmm. According to, all right, why do we go down as a nation? All right, and of course bring out information of who we are and what they knew, okay, about us.
Right.
Okay, because there's been plenty of accounts, all right, which we're going to go into the history of them knowing that we are the Israelites. We spoke Hebrew, we wrote in Hebrew, okay, so on and so forth.
I was gonna bring out Baba Kashad because Esau, he already had this planned out. Hey, bear with me. This is the book of Psalms chapter 64 in Psalm chapter 64 in verse 5. It says, "They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privately. They say, who shall see them? They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. So they had this plan before, because Christopher Columbus, if you go into the history, he knew about the Book of Esdras, how the 10 tribes came over here. All right, he knew, and when he came over here, he seen the customs, like, oh, these are the Israelites, man. And then he found out, hey, we was peaceable people. Then he said, hey, we can conquer them and take the land and call it and say we discovered it, man. You got it, brother.
Con, just to land back, what you say now. Here's a book, Lost Tribes and Promised Lands. Just gonna get to a point. It says, enter Columbus. All his life, Columbus' ideas about geography were premeditated with a peculiar religious mysticism. He kept the book of prophecies in which he collected quotations, mostly from the Bible, often those dealing with the isles far off. Yep. They seem to prophesy his own discoveries. Right, so Christopher Columbus, all right, used the Bible to track us down.
Yep.
Okay, he knew, all right, about 2nd Esdras chapter 13. Okay, all right, about around the 40th verse, how we would come over to a land where no mankind dwelt. Right. All right, and it was known as Arzareth. And he basically established the location of the New World as the land of Arzareth. All right, and you can look up in the Jewish Encyclopedia, just type in Arzareth, and it says Columbus said the Americas was the name for the Americas, for roughly paraphrasing it.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's a devil.
Yeah. That's it on that. Yeah.
Okay, Con. So we break out this book. I think I found this like at a thrift store or something. It's the Guinness Book. It's Guinness Books of Records, 1492, the world 500 years ago, and it goes into Christopher Columbus is like images of this devil, all right, which they painted during the Renaissance, all right, and you see him coming over with that cross on the with the ships, man, because they brought that Christianity over to our people, man. All right, now our people still into that Roman Catholic Christianity doctrine, which is a lie, man. And like you was breaking out, they made a law that if you don't if you don't serve their God, worship Christianity, they'll put you to death, man.
Yeah, it's called the Spanish Requirement of 1513, and it was pretty much a council, all right, of all the heads of Spain. And they pretty much put a decree that if the indigenous people did not worship Christianity, all right, they'll be put to death. Okay, and of course they were going to be removed from their lands, and that's pretty much what went down. All right, so they use plantation Christianity, all right, to inflict pain and sorrow on our people. Okay, you got it, brother.
Yeah, Con. So this is in this book, page 6. I'm gonna just go to what he said. It says I'll just get to the point. It says discovering a long stretch of the coast of Central America, but losing his fleet and reckoning his health, the bitterness of his late career was alienated, if I'm saying it right. It says, by the consolations of religion, he was comforted by a celestial voice which he conversed. He claimed literally to have located the earthly paradise. So he called it America's the earthly paradise. It says he compiled biblical texts which he said were prophecies of his own discoveries and evidence of the intimates of the last days. So basically he said he collected the books. He was like, that's him, that he's going to discover a new land, which he did, through the Spirit. Well, right. It wasn't new because Jake was here, but he was going, ultimately, they was going to call this a new world.
That's right, right.
It says he grew rich on the proceeds of plastered gold from Hispaniola, but complained, says unremittingly, of poverty. He was hailed as a new apostle, but represented himself as a Jeremiah or a Job. So he was into the scriptures, man. It reads more and more, but that was the point, man. He was into the scriptures, man.
Right. That's what it was. All these heathens, more specifically Esau, Edom, right. All right, they took the scriptures, all right, and twisted it to benefit themselves. All right, and really it really was Esau, Edom. Let me retract it. He used plantation Christianity, all right, as a cloak to be able to do all his wickedness. All right, if you don't worship to Caucasian Jesus, then you're okay, unbeliever. All right, you're a heathen. You're all right. You're wicked, and you need to be put to death. All right, so to you plantation Christians, that's your story, man. Now you're trying to come off as holding down. You're painting us as the bad guys. No, your history is full of violence. All right, and that's why we're trying to tell our people, like, you need to stop following plantation Christianity. The origin of it is straight up full of rape, robbery, and murder. Okay, and they use that to oppress us. Okay. I'm gonna bring out the 9 reasons Christopher Columbus was a murderer, tyrant, and scoundrel. Why do we even celebrate Columbus Day? This is an old article, but it's always good to bring out bring this into remembrance for our people.
Right.
Came out October 12, 2015 from the Vox. This is when the Vox was actually pretty good at bringing out good, juicy information. Now they've been compromised. All these mainstream media has been compromised. All these media groups have been compromised. All right, but the point is, Columbus kidnapped a Carib woman and gave her to a crew member to rape. On Hispaniola, a member of Columbus' crew publicly cut off an Indian's ear to shock others into submission. Okay, this is that. If you could get Amos 1 and 11, just to show why the Lord is going to judge you Edomites, man. 3. Columbus kidnapped and enslaved more than 1,000 people on Hispaniola. Right, so the indigenous people were slaves and they were brought back to Spain. Okay. Oh, there's a show, a series called The Borgias.
Right.
The first season, and one of those seasons, I don't remember which season it is, but they show, a northern kingdom being brought to the Pope. All right, and they said, hey, this is from Christopher Colon. Well, of course they said Christopher Columbus. Right. All right, here's these indigenous people. Look, they're bowing down to our God. He's in chains. He's got a yoke of iron around his neck. Okay, they got him. He looks like a so-called Ephraimite.
Right.
So-called Puerto Rican Ephraimite. Yeah. All right, he had a bronze skin. Okay.
They got this man. Well, we'll just go. They got a picture of him and Rodrigo Borgia in here, man.
Rodrigo Borgia,
both of them.
The Borgias family,
and their sister.
Because the Pope, the Roman Catholic Church, was behind the enslavement of the indigenous people.
Yep.
All right, a lot of money came, to fund this place, man, to fund the enslavement.
Yeah, you can just Google it.
Yeah, Google. It's worth a Google. 4. Columbus forced Indians to collect gold for him or else die. Isn't that slavery? Okay. If you got Amos 1:11, come.
Yep. This book of Amos, chapter 1 and verse 11 says, "Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually." Perpetually says, and he kept his wrath forever. Esau, man. Are you Edomites, man? Not just Esau, the man. His nation, the nation of Edom, has a hate for us, man. The Israelites, man. He kept that wrath, and he's gonna show his horns even more. All right, it's gonna be worse in these times, but showing that he's a devil. Christopher Columbus was a devil, and those Edomites that came with him.
That's right. That's right. And you can also get the slavery scripture in Deuteronomy chapter 28.
Yep.
What's it called? I think I wrote it down.
64.
49 through 51.
Okay. This book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 I'll start at verse 15 just to get the context. Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15, it says, "But it shall come to pass," "But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to serve, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee." So the Lord said, it was by the voice of Moses, he said, if we don't hearken, these curses are going to come upon our people. And these are some of the curses. Deuteronomy 28 and verse 49. It says, "And the Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand, a nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of old, nor show favor to the young. And he shall eat the fruit of thy cattle and the fruit of thy land until thou be destroyed, which also shall not leave thee neither corn, wine, or oil, or the increase of thine kind, or flocks of the sheep, until he have destroyed thee."
There you go. All right. So, hey, that was prophesied to happen. It happened. All right, Christopher Columbus and the conquistador, the Spaniards, came over here, and they raped, robbed, murdered, all right, stole, okay, all right, forced us, all right, to get gold, or else we'll die. So yeah, man, all right, and that's why you got to search out your forefathers. You got to search out your history, so you have an understanding of, you know, why we were in the condition we're in now.
Right.
You know, about 50,000 Indians committed mass suicide rather than comply with the Spanish. 56 years after Columbus' first voyage, only 500 out of 300,000 Indians remained on Hispaniola. Right, that was a slaughter, man.
Yep.
You know, settlers under Columbus sold 9 to 10-year-old girls into sex slavery, sexual slavery. So hey, there's nothing new under the sun. These are the same spirits coming back. You know, This is like a Jeffrey Epstein, okay? And what's going on now with sex trafficking? These are the same people. These are the Edomites.
Yep.
Okay, the same spirits coming back.
Yep.
Okay.
Wicked.
Indian slaves were beheaded when their Spanish captors couldn't be bothered to untie them. So they just mercilessly, you know, cruel, man, no pity. And that's why the Lord's gonna. Why do you think you see the situation that's going on in the world today? Because this is the Lord now bringing judgment. All right, more specifically to you Edomites, but all you heathens. All right, you know who we are. All right, and you allow this madman to oppress us. All right, and then a lot of you supported it.
Yep.
So you got to get taken out too. All right. So you know, just bringing that out, just the reason, you know, reasons why our people need to remember, because this guy set the stage for us to be oppressed as a nation, and that's why we're in the condition that we're in.
Yep.
You got it.
This is the book of Psalm 140 in verse 1. It says, "Deliver me, O Lord Yahweh, B'Shem El Shai, from the evil man. Preserve me from the violent man." And we asking the Lord to keep us from this devil, man. He's violent. He's perverse. He's the most wicked, man. Verse 2, it says, "Which imagine mischiefs in their heart." It says, "Which imagine mischiefs in their heart. Continually are they gathered together for war." So that's all they think about, mischief. All right, the scripture say they don't sleep unless they do evil. Roughly paraphrasing, man. All right, this started when he came over here, man. He was just slaughtering stuff. The brother just denying reason, like he was a murderer, selling little girls. You know, he was just coming over here being a demon. That's why the Lord's going to take him out of the earth, man. That's why the Lord's going to destroy Esau, his whole nation, man. You got it, brother.
God, I'll bring out what's it called? Micah chapter 2, and I'm going to start at 1. "Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds.
Yep.
When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand." And this is an example, okay? Hey, you Edomites, all right, you got to pay for all this, okay? And we're not going to forget, just like you don't forget about 9/11, just like you don't forget about the Nazi Holocaust, which that is a joke, all right? But you don't forget about it.
Nope.
You teach it. You put it in the public schools.
Yeah.
All right. So we ain't gonna forget this, and we're always gonna bring this out, okay? To remind you that you got to pay for this. All right. The scriptures say the Lord required that which is past. Okay. 2, "And they covet fields and take them by violence, houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man his heritage." Right. And this is an example.
Yep.
All right, coming over here, all right, raping, stealing, putting people into slavery, all right, killing people without any mercy, without any dignity, all right. I mean, there's a lot of pictures of what you devils did.
Right.
Okay, real quickly, let me just show this picture. One of these pictures. This is like actual pictures. Like look at these. These maniacs, all right, they just chopping hands off, all right. Probably, I don't know, you can see that, you know what I'm saying? This is the stuff these devils did. They're chopping hands off, all right. They're forcing them into slavery, all right. They're chopping body parts, okay. Just this is who this devil is. Look, they're feeding them to dogs, okay. Woman just hanged herself, said, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna kill myself because, all right, I don't want to go through this savagery." that these Edomites, these heathens are bringing on.
Right.
You know, with the dogs,
Demons.
like look, feeding babies to dogs, man.
It's like fucking Game of Thrones, that dude Ramsay.
Yeah, fucking Ramsay, yeah, or Joffrey,
Joffrey, yeah.
another one. That's what you eat about tartar, a bunch of
That's
Ramsay and
spirit.
Joffreys, yeah. You know, but hey, that's why the Lord's going to judge y'all. 3. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold, against this family do I devise an evil, from which ye shall not remove your neck, neither shall ye go haughtily, for this time is evil. Right, that's why the Lord is setting everything up for World War III. All right, because you got to pay for all this, all right? Our people are still jacked up and messed up from all the accounts of what Christopher Columbus and the conquistadors, all right? The Spaniards, the French, the Brits, okay? The Germans, what you did to our people, man.
Yep.
Okay, all you European nations, okay, you had a hand in our demise.
Yep.
Okay? And the thing is, America went to the extreme with it. All right? Because they did all their best here in Babylon the Great to hide this information from us and then tell us that we're the fucking problem.
Right.
That, you know, don't worry about that. All right? Just get a good education and work hard, and you will prosper just like me. No, motherfucker, this whole shit is all an illusion, man.
Yep.
All right, our people are still jacked up from from Christopher Columbus and the Spaniards, and from the 1400s, 1500s, 1600s, 1700s, 1800s to this present, still
right.
jacked up, man.
Yep. Yeah, you devils out of pay. There's Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 15. It says, "That which have been is now, and that which is to be have already been, and the Most High requireth that which is past." So the Most High require that which is past, man. You should say he's slow to wrath, but he would not at all acquit the wicked, man.
Mm-hmm.
So the Lord letting y'all devils build up, you know, build your sins up, you know, building your iniquity up, you know, your track record up, so he can judge you, man, for what you're doing, because you touch the apple of the Lord's eye, man.
Right.
All right, you didn't just touch any nation, you touched the top nation on the earth, man. You afforded affliction, man.
Yeah, that was it. Like, you know, yeah, we went off and we committed sin against our power, but like the brother said, you know, you for the affliction, man. You kicked us out when we were down.
Right.
Like we already were down. We got removed from our land, and you just said, "Fuck that." All right, I'm gonna cut open your womb. All right, I'm gonna feed you to dogs or alligators for the Southern Kingdom. All right, I'm gonna peel your skin. I'm gonna chop your rod. I'm gonna chop your nose. I'm gonna chop your hand.
Right.
All right, you show no pity, man, and that's why the Lord's not gonna show pity to you. All right, and that's why we gotta bring this out time and time again to remind you that you gotta pay, Mr. So-called white man, for what you've done.
That's right.
You gotta pay the price, man. And you have a rap sheet, okay, that the Lord has not forgot. You know, and that's why we keep telling our people, you can't forget either, because the Lord didn't forget, and that's why you need to be on His side.
Right.
If you ain't got nothing, you got something?
Yeah, I got something.
Okay, bring it up.
Okay, it's like there's Job 21 and verse 29. It says, "Have ye not asked them that go by the way, and do ye not know their tokens?" Meaning their signs. It says verse 30. It says, "The wicked." It's like that. The wicked is reserved to the day of destruction. They shall be brought forth to the day of wrath. So the Lord preserving this devil also means to destroy them. I'll read again. It says that the wicked is reserved to the day of destruction, and they shall be brought forth to the day of wrath. Verse 31. Who shall declare his way to his face, and who shall repay him what he have done? So we're telling them, all right, his judgment, and the Lord's ultimately going to repay him. The Lord's going to judge him for that, man. All right, his record, all right, he's already been with the jury and whatever in court, and then the judge, he's just gonna sentence you, man. Your sentence gonna be death, man. You got it, brother.
Right, because the books are open. All right, the damage is done. You know, Lamentation, chapter 4, and I'm gonna start at 17, and it says, I'm gonna start at 17. As for our eyes, as they have failed for our vain help, in our watching we have watched for a nation that cannot save us. All right, and these heathens cannot save us. All right. In fact, them being on top is oppressing us. All right. I just did a lesson a couple hours ago where the amount of pollution, all right, that's in our lands is affecting our brain, our mind, the mind that we need to get to the Father through Yahweh Shai. Yeah. And it's a poison. All right. The pollution is affecting our brain, behavior issues, autism. All right, you name it, man. So you're now hurting the children of Israel's only source,
Right.
the source that we can get to our Father, which is through prayer. All right, the mind, and you're attacking that.
Right.
All right, on all levels, even with your pollution. So, hey, this is more reasons why. Okay, we understand this nation cannot save us.
Right.
The damage is done. All right, that's why we keep telling our people. Esau is set up for judgment.
Yep.
You know. 18. They hunt our steps that we cannot go in our streets.
Yep.
Our end is near. Our days are fulfilled, for our end is come. 19. Our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of the heaven. They pursued us upon the mountains. They laid wait for us in the wilderness. All right, and Christopher Columbus, the conquistadors. All right, perfect example. Okay. 20. The breath of our nostrils, the anointed of the Lord, was taken in their pits, of whom we said, under his shadow we shall live among the heathen. 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Yep. Thou shalt be drunken and shall make thyself naked. Right. And the fact that the World Wide Web, all right, is here, all right, and you set that up. We didn't set it up. We can look up this information, all right, and pretty much, all right, bring out, okay, and let you know that, oh, no, all right, your shame is being revealed.
Yep.
Okay, you, all right, this is a shame on your
glory.
Your glory.
I'll give that.
All right, that shameful spewing.
Yep.
You know.
That's a good one.
22. The punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. Right. That's what. This is our last captivity. That's why all this information is coming out. To this is a faith booster. Like, oh yeah. This is it. All right. We remembering ourselves. We know who we are. Mm-hmm. Okay. The Lord is showing us like this devil's going down. Look what he did. Yep. Okay. Hey, that shameful spewing on his glory. All right. And he set up the prophets to bring this out. Yep. To remind our people that this is our last captivity. Mm-hmm. All right. After this, we're on top. They're on the bottom forever.
That's right.
You know. He will no more carry it away into captivity. He will visit thy iniquity. O daughter of Edom, he will discover thy sins.
Yep. Yeah, so your sins being discovered, man. And that's good. There's Esau's in the role and Jacob is getting that follower, man. Mm-hmm. While y'all going down, the Lord is raising up his men, you know, starting with the 144,000. We pray we're part of that number because we want to see the down. The scripture say, no greater joy, no rougher paraphrase than a man to see the downfall of his enemies, man.
That's right.
This is Habakkuk 2:16 says, thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thy also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. And what you're being exposed, man, via the prophets. The scripture say he going with the spirit of his mouth, and then the Lord's going to destroy you with the brightness of his coming. Mm-hmm. You being revealed by the spirit of the Lord's mouth, which is the prophets, and the Lord's going to destroy you when he returns, man. Mm-hmm. It says, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory, man. So this place, you know, Esau, his history is shameful, man. The history of the Americas, what they did to our people, all right, mainly history here in Babylon the Great, because the Lord's going to destroy this place. But it was like a glorious, it looked glorious, but now it's being shameful. Like, look what you did to these people, man. Mm-hmm. All right, you slaughtered them, you used them, you built up your empire, and you still got them on the bottom. The Lord's going to destroy you for that, man.
That's right. That's right. That's why it's imperative, brothers and sisters, never forget this history.
You're right.
All right. Always search out your forefathers. Always bring to remembrance what these devils have done, because, all right, they have to be judged for this.
Yep.
All right, and you should want them to be judged for this. I mean, they took down your people, your nation.
Right.
All right. And if you have any love for your nation, you should constantly, bring this to mind to these devils. All right. When opportunity presents itself, like, nah, you have to pay for this.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's the fact. There is no, paying it off, or, okay, we're going to give you land, which Esau at this point, the country's in debt. All these nations are dead. They can't even afford to do that if they want to. All right, but we don't want that shit. We want you in slavery, and we want to be on top. We want the laws to be established on the land. Right. I am sick and tired, I'm pretty sure brothers can chime in, of seeing missing children, all right, freaks and weirdos in this land.
Bug outs.
Okay, you proudful Edomites eating your fucking sloppy, fatty foods. I'm sick of this fucking place.
Watching your sports.
Yeah, watching your sports. I want this place to be done with, annihilated, man, and the Lord's going to bring it. Okay.
That was it, bro.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can close out, brother.
So Lord willing, Lord willing, this sit down lesson was edifying to the elect of the nation of Israel. We want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory
unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, Kakodash.
All right, want to give double honors to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone with Ruwell. And want to give a peace, greetings, and salutations to all the Legakim that's pushing his word in truth and sincerity. Hey, Shalom.
Shalom.
Baba Ball.
Baba Ball.
Shalom.